Alright, welcome back to another base tour. We're nearing the end of this wipe, and I have come up with some new systems that have made this wipe extra special, and I think we've, as a team here, have gotten more loaded than we ever have on any wipe. And the team is basically me, you see at the bottom left, Tombo and Hazuka. Pog was on for like 2 random days, but not very much, really, so he did help some, though, a little bit. But it's mainly been a 3-man. And this here is the crafting floor. This is a 3x3 industrial bunker that I have a video of on my channel, set up at the base. And really this had very humble beginnings, starting with these 2 foundations right up against this rock, and these 3 foundations, and then just spiraled up into a 3x3. Woo, that's okay, it's going to lose someone. But as you might know with my systems, I tend to industrialize them in a way that you don't really see or hear, where everything valuable goes down into the bunker behind armored, and of course there's doors layered throughout the bunker too, and in the center there's our refinery because it fits perfect there, but it could be off to the side or something if you wanted to fill this slot in. But I just think this is cool, and you need to have a place for this stuff to pipe through, and this half wall works. Now I know before I get too far, someone's going to say, no one said it yet. This armored is soft-sidable. That is the weakness of this base. If they go all the way to this hatch, they could soft-side this armor and get into the bunker, but still, to get to the TC, they have to go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more doors still if they do soft-side this. So it is not that weak of a soft side. They still need, let's see, armored. I think there's 3 armored doors and 3 or 4 garage doors they still have to go through. So still a lot of boom. It takes a lot of boom to raid this, and all the boom in this base is stored at the very end. You won't get to it until you blow up everything else. So just keep that in mind. You got to spend a lot to get to the boom. You got to get to the very end. And the very end is this corner. You never really know. Yeah, but building up against this rock means they can't just come in right here. If the best place they could come in is probably here. If they blew through walls on the outside right here and in, that would be optimal. But there are quite a few turrets, very dense in turrets on the outside in that area. So they probably won't. All right, so what next? Have I said this is the most loaded we've ever gotten? It probably is. Yeah, this is probably the most loaded we ever got. I actually started recording this video and realized my mic wasn't on, so I had to start over. I've already talked my ear off, and I'm just yeah, I'm a little annoyed by that. Okay, so new systems. Last wipe we lived in a cave with no power. I had to do these systems with 0 power. I don't know if I'm going to have a video on that or not. I think I will. I forget if I recorded it, honestly, but we'll see. Oh, patrol's out. Oh, God, I want to take that kind of, but I'm not going to. Anyway, so I learned how to reduce a lot of power. You see all these conveyors are off. It's because they're poolers. You can pull whatever you want out of the bunker from it, like literally anything. Like say, hey, I want to shoot someone that's hovering with a chopper or something. I just need high velocity and a rocket launcher like ASAP. I can say, give me 10 high velocity, 1 rocket launcher, and wait about 10 seconds, up to 10, and watch it come in. Whatever we got down in the bunker, there it is. It'll just give it to me. And I can get anything, C4, rockets, guns, fill out my kit, meds, anything to craft anything. We've got it all. Or maybe you just want to go take Bradley. But anyway, let's put these back into the bunker. So I'll show you that. And also, notice this thing just shut off on its own. So it is wired for fail to find to turn off. So when these things are done pulling, basically, they just turn off. They stop using power, which is actually quite significant. That's another thing I need to talk about. Oh, here we have auto crafters. We've got auto crafters for about everything in here, but mainly it just keeps kept on. If we have an overabundance of charcoal, we'll turn this on. but otherwise we'll mix it up manually. But that will at least turn it into gunpowder, just uses more charcoal. But we're a little light on charcoals, that's why it's off right now. Might as well turn this off too. All right, we've got a few automated lockers. These just fill out like 5.5 guns, pistol guns, and some filler stuff. And if you turn them on, they'll pull whatever they're set to and then turn off after it's done. Which is just this, just stuff to fill out your kits basically. And some of these others have meds, and stuff like that, just to, there you go. That way you can get what you need before you go out. All right. And if they don't have the stuff, you just turn these on. They'll turn off when they're done filling. Just like that. That way they stop using power. Because you might as well do that. You don't want to have power issues if you can avoid it. All right, so these recycle boxes are very special boxes for reprocessing. These pull stuff down into the bunker. It just seemed like a fitting skin. But they only take high value stuff that is actually acceptable. It should take high velocity rockets. Yep, there they go. It doesn't take crappy stuff. Like, you can't just fill it with torches, for example. That doesn't work. It's gonna just, nope, won't take it. So that's the big thing I've improved over all my past systems. All my past systems, one of the big issues they had is they took in too much junk, and they filled up with junk, and then, like, you couldn't store your real valuable stuff. God, I want to take this heli so bad. Where's it at? If it flies over, I'm grabbing a bunch of meds and stuff. And I'll just do it, and I'll make some kind of special cut or something. Get a different AK here. Alright. And if we want more ammo, we'll just turn these back on. Also, we have a lot of M2s and L9s that are in the system. Like, for example, well, I don't want to pull these actually right now, but I'm pretty sure we got about 5 or 6 L9s and 5 or 6 M2s. So we are really stacked. Let's continue on. The rest of this is kind of self-explanatory. I'll get to the bunker at the end, so stay tuned for that. That's what's below this. But I'm going to run through the base and show you guys stuff. This is just a freestanding locker. Tier 3, nice place to do a rock. Tier 2 right here. This is kind of old original foundation stuff. This room could be reorganized, but it's fine enough, so we've left it. You'll notice we have a flush junk button. This actually pulls in a lot of things that the system won't accept into a special set of boxes that are still exposed to the pooler system. So when you flush junk, you can still get your junk back eventually. And I think those boxes might be full, because nope, they're not. See, it took like that door, for example. So you could pull a sheet door now, even though it isn't normally accepted. Oh, there's kind of another special trick about this base. It's kind of a bug. Like, if you check this out, and then you leave, the rock doesn't render yet, and you can actually see outside, which helps you scout if you got some trouble going on. So this is kind of a little bonus feature that I discovered. So this side is a jump up. There's 4 floors accessible and a roof. The bottom floor below is not accessible. Standard. You have to access it by working these puller systems and getting stuff out, or spawn down there. There's ways to get into the bunker. But over here is an elevator. We got a 4-floor shaft elevator in this base as well. So you got multiple options for going up. You can take the elevator if you want, or you can take not the stairs, the jump, I guess. But I'll show you the 3rd floor. There's nothing really here. This floor is mostly unused. That's why there's still stone, because it's just a low value floor. But also there's metal honeycomb on the outside of this stone. That's just to the elevator shaft. And I think this is the battery to the elevator. It's actually the original one I hooked up, and I just never moved it because it never became necessary. So the elevator's on its own little power system, which can make a big difference because you don't want that to get shut off mid-raid. Let's pop up this floor. Once again, this is just a shooting floor. There's nothing really here. I do want to run pipes to the garage so I can access the bunker and drop into the bunker. Or why should we, rather? So you're gonna have some way of getting pipes out of the base, so a window like this will work for that. And you can just use these splitters and combiners as extenders as needed. So we do have full access to the system wherever I want and wherever we want in general. But nice to have a shooting floor. You gotta have one. And we go up to the next level. We're at the top floor. Nothing really here either. A few things people have dropped. I should, in theory, have a drop and a puller up here, but I just got a little lazy and didn't do it. And this door is a special door. And it goes down into... You're going to drop down through a series of these. And this is where the bunker is. Well, you can see it here. It's armored right here. So this might, if you can find this path, it might be the cheapest way to raid, but you still at least got to go through this. Actually, it's not the cheapest. You still got to go through a lot of doors, but you will at least be in the bunker if you break through it there. And that's where you open it up to if you spawn inside the bunker. And it's just this little shaft. This is actually supposed to have a lot of shotgun traps throughout the whole thing and just be really obnoxious to go down for a raider. But I never got around to that, and no one's really made attempts at raiding, so I just got put on the back burner. But if it were a little more active and more signs that we were going to be raided soon, I might just jump on that, you know? Alright, we've reached the top now. Get a little scout, see the nice rock that we built up against, and see our turrets. We're once again doing the maze walls. I love the maze walls. I think it's way more effective than gates in a lot of ways. I don't want to try to sell it too hard. Everybody has their opinion, but we don't even really use gates. If you, like, there's an entrance right there. You got to come in through here. You got to zig around here, zag around here, and you're faced with 2 turrets that you can't eco kill and shotgun traps. So any entries are like that. You know, they're very obnoxious. There's an entry over there with another turret. And there's a turret there facing that way. There's a couple turrets right there near the weak point. There's one out front that you can't even see. Yeah, right there. So they're pretty good coverage. It could be a little better, but I've kind of left well enough alone at this point. There's supposed to be 3 SAM sites here. They are set on defender mode to stop us from getting MLRS'd. We don't shoot minis down, although we could, but the turrets should in general take care of people trying to fly in on minis. We'll see when the attack helicopter patch comes in, though. But 2 of them got destroyed by rockets from us taking attack heli. So, yeah. Alright, so let's move down. Now, to get into this base, I will say there's no real easy way. You basically need to get some twig or some ladders and jump up, like over here from the rock. Or over here. There's just this little basic thatch thing to help you out. But it can be easily destroyed if people are raiding and you want to give them a hard time. And there's 1 turret, 2 turrets. I don't normally do those gate things. That was a Dr. Tombo thing, and I just kind of left it. Alright, so you'll also notice we have lights on the walls, like going around this whole place. These are all powered on their own independent systems by these solar panels, going to medium batteries. So this is our garage here on the other side. We got a little farm area up top. I don't mess with the farm too much, but I think Dr. Tombo's been doing it all this wipe. And we're kind of done with it now. And we got a little battery bay here. This is powers some turrets. This powers all the lights. And, yep, that's about it, I guess. And let's see. Down here we have more stuff. Well, we got 1 vending machine. This is kind of a weird, janky setup because it extended from a previous. These could be soft-sided to, you know, give you access to them. But this was the original garage right here. Just these foundations. Little 2x4. And they got extended on. So this was an extension here. Kind of made a bay for... You can fit 2 minis in here. And a truck. And there's a few other things I'll show you in a second. But this garage is kind of something special too. We got another drop box. So you can send stuff into the bunker here. It doesn't need any more of this stuff. It's already too packed because there's already so much. And this is just a loose box that we keep around. So this is one of, I was talking about. There was kind of the issue where we had in previous wipes, where you couldn't find stuff that you really needed, like to defend from a raid and stuff. So a lot of stuff stays loose now. That's the big difference. But any high value stuff put in these reprocessing boxes, or anything that we're like low on that we need, will get sucked in. So if we're low on kits and you throw kits in here, it'll take them to the bunker for later use or later pulling. But if we have a ton of kits already, it's not going to accept anymore. And it's like that for a lot of things. So a lot of stuff will just not get taken in. And that's just a loose locker for storing kits and stuff. I'll probably just switch to this kit, actually. We'll just go like that. Leave some ammo there. Yeah. I'll leave some loose ammo around. Maybe behind this door, though. Get a little smarter about it. Get some loose meds. Alright. So this is the TC here, and we have... This is a Tombo box. I don't know the code to it, because he wanted a place where stuff doesn't get messed with, and that's fine, I think. Everyone should have their own box if they want. But these two down here are just loose, and as you can see, they're packed. This one's even got an M2 in it. Oops. It probably shouldn't be there. I mean, that's fine if it is, but that's like something, you'd want to go into the bunker. But it won't even accept it right now because it's too full. So like what I have to do, for example, to even get it to accept that is I have to pull out some lower value stuff. Like let's pull out the P92s pistol, because I think we have some of those. Yeah, I'll just take them all. Boom. Give me this P92s, and that should open up space for this M249 to go into the bunker. I'll show you that later. It'll make more sense later if you don't understand it. But okay, we got a lot of P2s. How did we end up with this many P2s in the bunker? I thought I only had it set to like 1. What is that? That's 8. This should... Huh. Okay, but as you can see, the M2 and some other stuff's gone as it made space for those. So now I could throw some bolt actions or something more valuable in there. I don't know, now I've got a bunch of P2s on me. That's fine, I don't really care about the P2. I just wanted to make an example of how you clear space. And it only takes high value stuff. Alright. So, yeah, I guess, they'll see that a lot. Dr. Tomba just sleeping here. What's he got? 39. Alright. Horses, with the farm, they've been easy to upkeep, and just tons of poop, tons of scrap. We have unlimited scrap. I'll show you this side. This was an add-on. This is all just kind of random stuff, actually. We just ran out of space and need places to put things. Got a bunch of AKs here. Oh my goodness. Too many AKs. So I'm going to put some of these AKs and bolties away. My god. Freaking loaded. Take those. I'll take some of those. Alright. Sheesh. Got a full metal kit here. More AKs. This truck I don't even think is unloaded. We just got done raiding someone, so it's whatever. Not gonna unload it. We got some more storage here. This is all loose storage. Hazuka likes to log out up here, which is fine. Cool spot. Maybe I'll just throw some of this stuff I got on me into some of these. Like, there we go. Just so too much, man. There. Bottom left one is suddenly loaded. Alright. Hopefully I don't forget about that later. That's a lot of AKs and bolties. But let's take a peek outside now. Yeah, I think we've seen most of the outside. I think the only thing I really haven't shown is the bunker. Outside's really just kind of... it's supposed to be a little unassuming, we'll say. So, we got these turrets, and that's... that was the door in that garage. You see there's a double there. Just really watching this pretty as good as we can. And we got another one here in cages. And we got another one here behind cages as well. Now, I don't know if you know the point of these cages, but when there's two of them in a row, that bullet doesn't go through and it does 0 damage. If there's only one, it still does damage to the turret. So this makes it so that you cannot damage the turret with a bullet. As you'll see if I look at my combat log, it looks like I did damage to the auto turret, ricochet, but the turret's still at 1000. It doesn't do any damage. It ricochets too many times. So that's the point of these, is you can't shoot them out with guns. You basically got to use a bunch of extra boom. So you got to be really rich. This is the place where all these were. Little outside box. Most people don't even know this is here, even on my team probably. But just some little accessories in case you are outside running around trying to deal with stuff. This box is somewhat guarded. That turret can see you, that turret can see you, so no enemy can easily go up to this box and grab a gun. That's kind of a motif you'll see. Every angle's covered. Angle's covered. This angle's covered. I had to improvise these TCs. This isn't normally how I exactly prefer to do them, but improvise. I do like to tuck them in just like this and get that nice three cage setup. The weakness of these is there is a dead zone, like right here. People can stand right here and not get shot, but then what are they going to do? You know, it's not that big of a weakness. It's worth the drawback. I think that's basically it down here. I don't know if I showed this yet. It's just our one vending machine, which we've just been selling potatoes. Because why not? I believe Tom set that up. Usually I do vendors, but I didn't really do vendors this time. It was just too much work, and we didn't need to. Usually I do vendors if, like, I need something, but we've been just more rich than you can imagine, all wipe. But, you know, I got this shotgun turret. It's going to show you a little workflow thing. And let's say I want some handmade shells for this. I'm going to put it somewhere. I'm just going to pull handmade shells. I did not set a limit, so I'm just going to pull all of them. I don't know what we got. The system does not normally accept handmade, but they might have got pulled in at one time some other way. So, oops, like through the process junk or the flush junk button. That could have pulled some in at one point. So we do have a bunch, as you can see. And I could make more of these shotgun traps, which sure, I'll go ahead and do. What are they? You want to make these? It's easy. It's any pooler box. I don't know if I explained that this is a pooler box that goes all the way to the bunker, the main. As you probably put that together from earlier. All right, let's see here. Wood, frags, gears, or rope. Wood. We already got frags. We already got gears. I think we got gears and stuff over here. Nope. Nope. Okay. Just a lot of AK bodies. Combine those with springs and high qual, and yeah. So we need some gears and some rope. Now I don't think our system has rope because the components box is full. But we'll see what happens. Where's the rope? Maybe it's in here somewhere. Might also have gears in here somewhere. There's some rope. Okay. Yeah, I think the components box is too full, so it's probably not gonna have any rope. It hasn't been accepting rope because of that for a while. It's kind of been a problem. Every time we try to pull rope, it's like, there's no rope. Where's the rope? Alright. But we got everything we need now. I found rope in one of those boxes. Make just like as many shotgun traps as we can. Just not many. Okay, I need more wood. Yeah. Alright, so I know this isn't super exciting, but I just want to give you a little example of workflow. So we can put these, you know, wherever. You know, I'm going to put them actually in the bunker drop-down thing. It's like I was talking about before. And I could do a thing where I just like go crazy and upgrade everything to metal here, which I should probably do. Why not? Let's do it. Let's go frags. Let's take it up to like 6K. Just give me a bunch of frags. Oh, it's an animal. Thought that was footsteps from something else. Alright. Let's make more shotgun traps. There we go. A couple more. I'll place those up around somewhere. And this is going to pull frags until it gets to 6K, and then it'll shut off. Now I need to find a hammer too. Okay, so I'm going to be working on this for a minute. In the video, you probably need to skip forward like 5 minutes if you don't want to see me upgrading the base for a while. But maybe you do. Maybe this is just chill. That's up to you. But I've made you aware, so we'll see how it goes. No hammer. Okay, I guess I'll just take some wood and make a hammer. Actually, I think Tom had one on him, didn't he? Yeah, he did. Alright, let's take his. And we'll take his building plan too. There you go. Yeah, you can make more if he needs to. It's not a big deal. Yeah, we'll give him some potatoes too. Because why not? Alright. Well, that's 5 shotgun traps to place around. And I need a spray can, oddly enough. That's probably enough for now. I'm going to stop this thing. So we'll go spray can. As I know we've got a bunch floating around the base. But you kind of need it if you're doing these sheet metal upgrades. Pull a can. If it can. Yep, there's a can. Alright, and it's about to get dark, so I better find a weapon flashlight. There's one on this Thompson. Alright, we'll just switch Thompsons there. Plenty of Thompsons around here. Have I mentioned we're incredibly loaded? Now we can see these lights at night. This is pretty sweet looking. And Tom really went crazy with these lights. He did all these green lights, and it really filled out the base in a nice way. It gave it a new touch, I think, that is quite special. But hey, that's what you do when you get bored and you want to mess with a little electricity. You know, when everybody does a little special thing like that, it makes the wipe like super special. So I think that's cool. That's one thing I love about this game, in a way. Alright, so I was going to upgrade just basically anything that's not metal to metal. I'm going to go shipping container though, and I'm going to color it this bright orange, which you can't see in the darkness. But I'm basically going to go around and do that. I'm going to pause the recording when I do it because it's dark. Pretty much upgraded all I could, and we are basically tapped on frags, which I didn't think could ever happen. But I filled in this whole corner of the base, which is honeycomb that kind of levels it off nicely there. And that gives it an additional layer of protection on what could be one of the weak points. And yeah. Alright, so where were we? I think I've showed most of the base. Kind of realized we need more frags very suddenly there as I ran out. Still haven't placed these shotgun traps. Not a big deal though. Let's see here. Any frags here? Just a few. Not really enough to mess with. Yeah, so we're gonna place these shotgun traps somewhere. I think I'm just gonna get a little cheeky with it and do something like, you know, I don't want them to be able to shoot it, but let's see. Someone could, and there's a lot of theory about what people could try to do, you know. So there's a lot of little things I can do. Like I should put barricades on top of this, for example. Because I could place one here, right, in case someone tries to sneak back here. But then they're just going to jump on top and kill it from above, probably. You know, so there's a lot of things to think about. It's probably best I just put these around corners and leave it at that. Like maybe, yeah, it's not that great. So I'm just going to run around and do that real quick, and then I'll show you guys the bunker. And that's where I'll do the final explanations of how all the system works and all that stuff. So I kind of like this one here, but it's a bit redundant with the other stuff, actually. I don't know. Someone could, in theory, try to run back here quickly, so maybe we'll just pop one of these right here. Why not? I think it's a decent spot. It's not like the best in the world, but let's see if I can get it to rotate in a way that seems good. I want it to be straight on like that. Or maybe tilted down a tiny bit. Like that. Yeah, let's do that. And I'll just put a few shells in there. Not even a lot. Just, 11. Sure. Alright, and maybe we just go around and do that. Any spot where it looks like they could jump in and not get shot by turrets. Like here, they're going to get shot by that one. If they jump here. Like here's maybe a clear point, actually. So let's just place like one right here. Just put a few bullets in there. 13's good. So yeah, this is something you gotta do every once in a while. Just kind of scan around your base and think like a raider. What would a raider do? Like right here's another weak point. It looks like if someone gets here, they get a lull, no turrets shooting at them. Still not many options. Not looking good for them. But same with going back here. So maybe I'll just put one like right here or something. Yeah, I kind of like that. Now, it's not, this isn't the greatest shotgun trap. They could come from above and whatnot. But I think other turrets will shoot them. I really wanted to get this rock with a bunch of turrets on it, but I never got around to it. Alright, so let's think what else can we do? Someone could potentially duck here. I don't know, it's kind of a niche case though. But I've got 2 more shotgun traps to put somewhere. I think I'm just going to put them in the base. In that little drop down. The first 2. Hey, that's not the right color. Oops. Let's get that corrected. Get a light tan on the garage. Very nice. And we're heading on up. Alright. So I'm going to place these 2 traps, and then I'm going to spawn in the bunker. Show you guys that. And that will probably be it. Yeah, you'll have to let me know what you think of this base. I probably missed a few explanations. There's just been a lot going on. Let's go this way, actually. Close that. Been a very exciting and fun wipe. So basically, I just want these like that. 32's overkill. That's not facing the right way at all. Oh my god. What? Oh, I did that right. Okay. Arrow facing me, right? Yeah, okay. Oops. My mistake. Yep, and just kind of do that all the way down. That way if they try to take this path, it is not a friendly path. But yeah, that's it. Let me go put this stuff, my inventory away. Oh, come on. And then I'll go spawn in the bunker. Now I think I'm just going to drop this on the 3rd floor is probably fine. This isn't particularly stuff that needs to go in the bunker. It's not high value stuff. Oh, there's no boxes here. What if we make a box? 1 box on this floor. Put it like over here or something. It is a shooting floor, so it kind of makes sense to have a Thompson up here, Right there. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, we could, now, we probably should have, like, metal and stuff here, too. If we need to repair and whatnot. And a workbench. There's all kinds of things. There's a lot more that could be done, is the point. And, you can only go so far before you wear yourself thin. I'm going to have 1 kill. We'll go down into the bunker. Got it labeled B for easy access. And here we are. I'm kind of in the center of it here. I'm going to open it all up. Oh, no. Not like this. Not like this. I've been stuck here before, and I had to have 1 kill. It's just between this wood box and this. Out. Can I get out? Okay, let's try that again. All right. All right, so down in the bunker, yeah, 3 armoreds and a garage. Yeah, once you're up against this rock. Yeah, this all started right here as this original TC. Alright, so I guess I'm just going to walk through and explain the systems as we go. It's not going to give you 100% understanding because there's a lot of little niche things that I have to skip over for time's sake and for interest's sake, because most people are not going to care about all the little nitty-gritty things, but I'll glaze over everything. Alright, TC has auto upkeep. Automatically keeps at least this much in stock. That way we don't tap out too hard of all the stuff. As you can see, it's got 21 hours there. I think I might bump it up a little bit while I'm here to just do like 4K and like 70 high quality and maybe 300 wood. There we go. That just basically keeps a little in reserve, essentially, in a way. You see it's going ahead and grabbing stuff. And you see the upkeep time in the bottom right is going up. So that can be adjusted as necessary. We got some, you'll see lots of conveyors here. This is an auto crafting system set up down here. Auto crafting is very nice. This makes explosive rounds and explosive blueprints, which of course get turned into rockets. And these are the 2 final boom boxes. A little tapped right now. We have a lot of explode ammo. A few time charges left. I think we're going to disable the RF so they stack naturally better. But this keeps 1 rocket launcher. You know, actually I think I'm going to disable that. Let's not keep rocket launcher and grenade launcher here anymore. Let's leave this fully to the booming. But as you can see, with each of these boxes setups, I only have it accepting very specific things. Nothing else is accepted into those boxes. This is also what determines the pullers. So this other one is going to a chain of resource boxes right there. I'm flipping around a little bit. Auto crafters. This one does. Yeah. Okay. So I think this needs to come out of here. We got enough of that. We'll just let it make explosives and rockets for now. Alright, so I'm going to close that up and move on. Well, I guess, you know, I'll have a better look at these resources. These are the high quality resources we accept. Maximum. So, yeah, these are unlimited, basically. We accept unlimited cloth, leather, etc. Maybe I should limit the leather I've discovered, but I don't know, it doesn't really matter. Leather doesn't come in that fast. But here we are. There's the first resource box. Oh my goodness, that's looking good. Here's the second one, which is a little one. Oh my goodness. And next one. Lots of high qual, my goodness. And next one, quite a bit more high qual. Yeah. And as you can see, we're a little low on charcoal and frags. And that's all the resources boxes. Quite loaded right now. And these boxes, this is stone and wood. Stone and wood were not on that one. Stone and wood come into this little set here. Stone, and also this takes in most of the doors that we want, which are like armored. Holy crap, we got a lot of them. I think we need to use some of these. So I'm probably going to go do that. I'll do later. Whatever. Alright, but yeah, that's what this one pulls. Pulls all the stuff. Also takes in the key cards, auto turrets, walls. Basically, you can get 12 things on here, so I just put 12 high value things. I don't even think I actually want these high externals. Maybe something else would be better in that spot. But what? Now, see, that's sort of the question. Like a windmill. Let's take in windmill. Let's take in wind turbines. Why not? Alright, now we get to some more boxes. Oh, I think this is a fill resource box up here. Because at one point all the resource boxes were completely packed. Pixel jump there. And yep, just a few more. Resources could be fuller, but it's fine. It's near the end of the wipe anyway. This is the med box. It fills and unfills a lot. I think I have too many potatoes being accepted. but whatever. We can mess with that if we want. Let's pop up here. There's no way down right there because of how this battery is. Notice another battery there. I didn't really talk about this wall, but this is like a thing of beauty right here. This is the main system. And just one electric furnace that runs 24/7, smelting anything that comes into the system. It actually stays caught up pretty well, as long as you don't overload it too hard. But these little splitters and combiners here, this is the main system. What is this? This should be turning off. Uh-oh. Hold on a second. Is this timer not working? Okay, the timer doesn't have power, I don't think. I think a solar panel got knocked out, and long story short, one of the systems is down somewhere. Probably one of these batteries that was powering the timer. Huh. Okay, well, that's another thing for another day, but what we can do real quick is just fix that. I think I probably got a wiring tool back here, but I might as well fix that while I can. I can just make a wiring tool in. Alright. Close all these on the way out. The auto crafters, as you can see, are off right now. I'm going to go ahead and turn them back on for now. It's basically going to make it pulling resources. And a little trick with these industrial crafters, you can wire power from a small battery sitting on the bench, and it does not drain the battery. This one's been at 1 for the entire wipe, basically, powering this thing. And this one's been at 20 forever powering the other one. So yeah, small batteries, you don't have to wire them to any other system. And the small battery does not need an input. Like, these small batteries just don't drain. Nothing's powered. Yeah, I don't know if it's a glitch or if it's supposed to be like that, but it's cool. It's a nice little feature. Alright, so this one, yeah, the timer's down. So the flush system was always on, which was unintended. So basically, we need to go make another solar panel and wire it to this battery. But that's a huge pain. I think instead, I'm going to pull power from one of these auto turret ones to the timer. Boom. And I don't really want to do that, but might as well. Let me just make sure auto turret. Yeah, these are going directly to auto turrets, so that's fine. That one's going to the timer. That'll make it so this flush system actually doesn't keep flushing, it just does it once. Watch this kind of magical trick. You wire the filter pass to a timer. The timer's like a split second, and the output goes to an off. So I guess I actually don't need the timer in that loop now that I think about it. I could just go filter pass to power off directly. Yeah, there's no need for a timer there, because that'll turn off right after it starts bringing in the first set of stuff, or failing. Yeah, so that's little tricks you can do with the filter pass, filter fail to save power, or make it not accept too much stuff, things like that. But I could talk about that more later. I really wanted to quickly talk about these systems with the pipes, which, you know, I don't color code or anything. I just find that to be no point. There's really only two main theories here with how this works. This side on the left is what I call the exposer. This exposes it to all the pullers. So those combiners there go to boxes and other stuff. Anything hooked up to those combiners is exposed to the pullers. So basically all these boxes are in some way exposed to the pullers, mostly daisy chained in. And this one here is for the intake system. So the drop boxes outside, those recycling boxes, they all end up going here. And then these split out to conveyors that's sorted out. So that's it quickly explained. Let's move on. But I guess I should mention as well that all these batteries are powering the turrets for the most part. Way down in the bunker, very hard to get to. Basically have to deal with turrets one way or another. Set of boxes up here. This is the guns. It's not supposed to be taking many M2s, Thompsons, MP5s, semis, but it seems to be taking more than intended. So it's either that or a bunch got piled in at some point. But here we go. You can kind of see our loot. Look at these. A whole line of M2s, first of all. That's pretty BA if you ask me. And look how many AKs. There's a tons of bolties. I think this accepts just a few hazmats. Yeah, not many. Now, I think these limits are per box. So it's going to allow up to this many per box. And it's these two boxes. This one, small one, and this one. It's the only ones. There's an L9 there. I guess we might not have as many L9s as I thought. There's two of them, though. I thought we had a lot more. That's cool, though. But, yeah, won't take in too many pythons. Won't take too many of the tier 2s. Just a few. Pythons, I think I'll even lower that. But it takes unlimited of these higher tier ones. Maybe only a couple LRs. We'll limit that as well. So the point of the limiting is so we can fit the higher tier stuff more. Basically. And not have the slots filled with low tier stuff. So that's the big change I made. This is just for the 12 kit items that are best. Some of them are limited, as you can see. You don't want too many gloves. I might even lower those more. But, yeah, here they all are. So you can pull them into lockers and whatnot. And it won't take too many if you're trying to overfill it. So, I'm not going to close that yet because, as you can see, I'm on a half. And I want to show you the bottom as well. And here's that access point that you saw from the other side at the beginning of the video. And here's underneath. You can kind of get a double layer this way. More boxes, more storage. Here's our comps. I also pull in some of these attachments here. Just seemed like a decent spot. But obviously this is a gazillion scrap. If we wanted a gazillion scrap. But I don't even know. We're overwhelmed. I don't even know what to do. Look how many laptops. How many tech trash? Oh my goodness. What? It's nuts. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. All right, that's goes without saying. Ammo box. Oh, I guess I should say. Let's see, comps. Comps generically just takes comps. I tried to add a few more things to it, but it's just kind of overwhelmed. I think I need to move these rockets to a less commonly filled box. Maybe I'll just move it to the ammo. Yeah, I think I will. MLRS. Take them. And modules. I think we'll take modules, but only a limited amount. We'll take like 6. 4. Alright. Because the modules seem to overwhelm the system after a while too. There's tons of modules coming in from Hazuga running oil and all that stuff. Med box. It takes in some foods. I think I have it taking in way too many of a lot of these foods. I honestly don't even want potatoes in the system, actually. No one cares about potatoes anymore. There's better meds, and it's just getting a little overfilled with them. Like, these blueberries are really good. Obviously, the medical syringes are really good. This only takes one of each of these, so it shouldn't fill with those, but I like to have those in the system, at least one of. And this here is kind of a filler box. Just take some additional things that I forgot, basically, or felt like I forgot earlier. So it's a few more slots that could be added here. I took the windmill off because I started putting them elsewhere. But I was thinking maybe this is where some of the attachments should be, like the laser and the holo. Probably only 2 lasers, 3 holos, unlimited holos, extended mags. Weapon flashlights. You know, we want to make sure those get taken in. I can't even fit that though. Maybe I'll take off the laser sight. There. Bunch of Ensign rockets probably. Yeah, there's a bunch of MLRS. I think I manually moved them over here. Oh, we also want to take in the 8X. 8X might be more. You know, I got the cans here, oddly enough. But it's just so they smelt, basically. You gotta take them in somewhere or to smelt. Let's get the laser sight back on there. We'll just take in like 3 of these max each, I guess. And maybe that's a thing I shouldn't do. Maybe I shouldn't limit those, but I don't know. That's more than I had before, honestly. Or maybe I should take them into this ammo box. That actually makes a lot more sense. But whatever, I'm going to leave it for now. But you can see kind of the predicaments I get into over time thinking about this system. So I often just write it up later. Takes in some Ortiz, takes in max health. I don't know why I have this Ortiz set to 1. They do stack, so I might as well take a bunch, you know. We don't take in all ammo, just the valuable kinds, basically. Alright, well. And this is the flush area. So this is where all the flushed items go. This is my standard loot room. This is just random stuff that didn't get taken in, basically. Ended up getting flushed. And this is all pullable. So if you hit pull, or you go to one of the pullers, you can grab anything out of here. So there's going to be a lot of just various items you can always get. And you can see even some like weapon laser sights got flushed. And stuff like that. It's not supposed to flush weapons anymore. Thought I turned that off. Oh, I did, but there's just some that never got moved from the original flushes. Including this bolt action. Wow. Yeah, a lot of stuff in here. Yeah, we're definitely loaded. Can confirm. I think I'm just gonna toss that, and that's never gonna get used. So at some point, you probably do just want to do a big tossing. I don't know if I showed it actually, but the puller or this flush system, it doesn't take in resources or guns or ammo, but everything else it should. But all right, I'm gonna close this bunker up. You can see that's where that's the stability part that goes up that one shaft. I'm gonna get these closed up. I should probably armor. I've had an inkling that I should be armoring this right here, so I think I'm just gonna do that real quick before it becomes too late, because that's kind of an easy way into the bunker, probably the cheapest way, right there. But it won't be so cheap if we take some of that high wall and do a thing. I'm just gonna throw everything here. This is all system accessible, so you can throw whatever in here and it's fine. But let's see, to go further back, we gotta go up. And we're just going for a stack of high wall here, or 2. And we just want to upgrade this room in particular. Come on. There we go. Armor. I guess it's fine if that's... Yeah, that's fine. Being stone there. But we need to get the floor and that back wall, so I think I gotta go around for that. And of course there are bags down here, so everyone can spawn down here. There we go. Now, one weakness that I forgot to address earlier has now been addressed. Let me just double check all this is armored. Yep. It's supposed to be all armored down here, and that's the only real armored part of this base. There we go. And yeah. Let's just throw this in here. We can actually even throw the high wall in here, and it's fine. It's system accessible, so it'll find it if we pull it. And now, since I'm not breaking out of the bunker, I'm just going to F1 kill. And that is pretty much it. Pretty long video just explaining this build. Let me just go up here. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. Let me know if you got questions or whatnot, or suggestions, etc. I know of a lot of things I could and should do that just never got done. Like, obviously there should be shotgun traps on this and stuff. So If you're saying nitty gritty and stuff like that, I might not care too much because yeah, I've thought of that. I just didn't have time. That's one of the things, you know, you got limited time. You can't spend forever building, and a lot of this gets improvised with new features, and it's always evolving. So I don't always go in with an exact plan. Usually I look to get inspired, and this rock is what inspired this build. But I think I'm gonna have to call it there. Thank you guys again. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you enjoyed this industrial giant base. Not quite as giant, but I'm pretty sure we're more loaded, as you've probably seen from the boxes. Ridiculously loaded. Alright, see you next time. Peace out.